Welcome to the weekly shir for Zera Shimshon. I'm Yosef Lang, and it's Tes ER, and it's the Chaf Daled. It's the 24th day of the Omer, and I'm gonna tell you a very short but a very beautiful piece in Kedoshim. It's Zera Shimshon from Kedoshim. So Pasuk says, "Lo selich Rachel be'amecha," right? It's Pasuk in Kedoshim. Pasuk, it's Kapitel Yud Tes 19, Tes Zion. It's 16. Don't go running around telling gossip about your friend in your nation, literally. And don't stand on the blood of your friend. Ani Hashem. And Hashem is there. Okay, so this is going to explain this. Dam could mean also blood, and also could mean money. So, but it's the same idea. Tzorich tam lama mitchila omer amecho. Why did the pasuk say first amecho? Lo yselech rachel be'amecho, and then it says lo ysamid adam reacho. Reacho is totally different. Your friend. Why does it have to switch? V'oid tzorich levayer kasha kesher hapasuk lasamach lo ysamid adam reacho. Why does it have to come to be in the same pasuk? Why do you have to say then that I am God? Of course. And where is he not God? Every place. Milvad's pirush Rashi yesh leimer de isa b'shulchan aruch and choshen mishpat simin shin pei chesif tes. And I'll read it to you. This is the halacha from Paskin and Shulchan Aruch, and it's still applicable b'zman hazeh. It's Asur Limsor Liyisrael Biyad Akum, Biyad Goy. So you're not allowed to give over to a non-Jew, Bein Begufay, Bein B'mamayna, whether it's tattling that you should put him in jail, or tattling that he should give him his money, like reporting him to the IRS or something like that. Afilo Haya Russia, even if the man that you're tattling on is a wicked person. Even if he aggravating you. Very good. Okay, so he's going to explain this very well. So it says, he quotes the Choshen Mishpat. You learn this off in the Gemara in Gittin, Daf Zayin Amud Aleph. The Shalach Rabbi Elazar ben Adam Eindim Alayva b'nei ubiyadi leMaisam leMalchus Mahu. So he asked them. There's a few people that are in opposition to Rabbi Elazar, and they were. He had the opportunity. Apparently, he had connections in the government, and he could have given them over and put them away for good. He said, best thing is be quiet and thank God. The end of the pasuk says, and God will take care of them. He'll make them fall dead. It says there in Sif Yud Beis, and talking about Shulchan Aruch, Kol HaMeiser Hatzibur. But if this was in the singular, by the way, if a person's individually being aggravated by somebody, you're not allowed to give him over to the police. But if it's the tzibur that's being aggravated and by somebody, it's mutal ma'asrei biyad nacher. Then it's permitted to give him over to the guy in the hakaiser le'asrei, to either beat him up or incarcerate him. That's what it says there. Ad kanashana. So mishum hachi mitchila has hizira kosov al loy selech rachel be'amecha. That's why he's going to explain the pasuk now. He says, therefore it says, don't gossip, don't be a gossiper amongst your people. What does that mean? Your people? Everybody knows they learn Hilchos Lashon Hora. The amecho, amisecho is talking about those who carry the Torah and mitzvahs with you. The mashma be'oiseh ma'aseh amecho. That means if he's upholding the mitzvahs like the rest of the Jewish people. The Gemara Bava Metzia, Daf Mem Ches Amud Beis. Nasi bi'amcho lo yisor. Why does it have to say bi'amcho? It says nasi lo yisor. Don't curse a nasi. Don't curse a leader. What do I have to say? Me'amecha, ha'yimeina oisa ma'isa amecha, muter l'maiser b'yad the guy. But if you're permitted to give him in the hands of the non-Jew, or the government, if he's not keeping the Torah mitzvahs. That's only if he's going to do, he's aggravating the public, the whole Jewish people. But if he's only aggravating one person, then it's not permitted to give him over to the government. That's what it means, that don't stand on the blood of your friend. Why is dafka? Re'echo dafka taino nezek yachid. Re'echo means an individual damages. Elo, ma yesh l'chol asais. What can you do? Nothing else to do. Daim la Hashem is chaylalei. You have to just be quiet and praise God. V'zeu shesiyam akasav. Ani Hashem ne'ama leforeh. That's the end of the pasuk. Hashem, Ani Hashem. Why? God's trusted that He'll take care of this guy. We also find that the pasuk takes out the pasuk in a lashon yachid rabim. Inyan bechilus belashon halicha. Why does it say leiselech? We could say something else. Don't speak lashon hara, lo yadaber, whatever. The milvad masha pirish Rashi oid yesh lemer sheboler Moshe ein chayav ve'ein nikar Rasha. So he's according to Rashi, and furthermore, that Rashi has a pshat that he's going around like a rachil, like a peddler of basamim, of spices. Okay, but he's not called a Rasha rakisha hoylech me'atzmei limsor chaver. It's he's only going to by himself to give over to bad news about his friend. But if he's forced. But if he's a meiser by force, means the government comes and threatens him by force, he's not obligated. He's not considered a meiser. But ayin b'shulchan aruch shleishim mishpat siman tana. We talked about this before. Shin peiches. If he would say, don't be a gossiper, using the lashon ragil be'amecho. Without the lashon of halicha, without the expression of going, he would think that he's still chayiv no matter what, even if he was forced. In Bava Kama, Daf Kuf Yud Zayin Omad Aleph, it says there, Hahu Gaver de Boy Achvoi le'achasin asivna de Chavri. So there was a man that wanted to show to the government where his friend's pile of stuff was. Also, the comment of Rav Omer Le Sichve. He said to him, warned him twice. Don't show them. Don't show them. And it was like if the IRS comes and says, okay, where's this guy got his money stashed away? He says, don't tell him. Don't tell him. Omer Le Mechvina Machvina. And the guy answered him back, Achutzpanyak. He said, I'm going to tell him, and I'll tell him even if even if it's not einus. The kasha lama kafle lashaina. What did it say? Doubled it saying. And that says in the Shulchan Aruch, and then again, Shin Pei Ches over there. Look at it; it's very interesting. That's when the Meiser shows by himself without with the encouragement of the government. But if they forced him, they held him at gunpoint or whatever, they threatened him, so he would be exempt from paying the other man, from showing his booty. So that's why he told him twice, don't show him, even if you're going to be forced. Okay, in other words, two things. You can't show him if you're not going to be forced. That's number one. And even if they force you, you shouldn't show them. Because it's going to come to the king. But even though you're not going to have to be paying him because we are forced, but there's still an Easter. But the man answered, Machavina, I'm gonna show him. In other words, im yansuhu, im lo yansu. I'm gonna show him whether they can force me or they don't force me. We actually have a segula this week in Parshas Achorei-Mos from the Zera Shimshon, and the second sefer of Nachman Seltzer's book. And this is how it goes. Here's another example of someone who made it his business to involve himself with the tzibur and subsequent impact that he made. So it's just the opposite of somebody who's a meiser. Okay, the following letter was sent to the founders of the Institute of Study of the Zera Shimshon. To Rabbi, quote, this is to Rabbi Benjamin Pashkiz and Rabbi Yisrael Zilberberg. Having been introduced to the Torah classic Sefer Zera Shimshon, I decided to set up a number of shirim in a few Balei Batei Midrashim in the vicinity of Bnei Brak neighborhood. Wanting to do even more, I also sold many copies of the Sefer at highly subsidized prices to people who wanted to learn it. Not long ago, I ran into one of the men who participate in the shirim. After thanking me emotionally for setting up the shir, the man made a statement that excited me. Rav David, he said, that's not his name. Of course, we all substitute pseudonyms. He said to me, Rav David, I want you to know that I have experienced a major Yeshua because of you. Naturally, I was intrigued, and I asked him to please provide details. More than 20 years ago, he said, one of my children needed to undergo a complicated operation. Baruch Hashem, the operation was successful, but from then on, he has needed to visit a doctor on a regular basis to make sure that nothing has changed for the worse. So it went on for 20 years, checkups every so often, with the doctor telling us that everything was fine. But you know how it is. Things are fine until they aren't fine. A few months ago, my son went to the doctor for his regular checkup, and then when the doctor was finished examining him, he told our son in no uncertain terms that according to his diagnosis, the problem had returned and that he would need to do a very complicated surgery all over again. I can't tell you how disappointing this was for us. Like I said, the operation was extremely complicated, and the fact that it had been so successful the first time around didn't guarantee anything for the future. In this case, even the slightest complication would have numerous side effects and would endanger my child in many ways. Needless to say, we were very nervous. It was about that time that I learned about the Sefer Zera Shimshon for the first time due to the shir that you established in my neighborhood. The person who told me about the shir made sure to point out many reasons why joining would be a good idea for me, not the least the fact that learning the Sefer was known to be a major segula in every area. I decided to join as a schus for my son to get through the operation unscathed and with the hope that he would live a long, healthy life. Shortly thereafter this, we accompanied our son to the doctor for a pre-surgery briefing, at which time the doctor suggested that we do another test. When he checked the test results, the doctor did the very last thing I would ever have imagined. He apologized. Why are you apologizing? I asked. Because you have been erroneously told that your son needs have another operation, but that's not true. There must have been a mistake somewhere along the way before you ended up in my office, because according to what I'm seeing here, there's no reason for anyone to have any type of operation. My friends, your son is completely healthy. Go home and rejoice. And everybody should have a rejoiceful week and have a lot of atzlacha and enjoy the weather and be well and sein gesund und stark. Kol tov.